Have you ever attempted to master a new skill, be it playing the guitar, coding, or speaking Japanese, only to abandon it because you felt, "I'm not intelligent enough," or "I simply lack the talent"? You're in good company. Today, I invite you to reflect on that moment, not to linger in its shadows, but to transform it into a launching pad for fresh beginnings. A concept in contemporary psychology is known as the growth mindset. It transcends mere jargon. It stands as one of the most formidable instruments at our disposal to transcend our own boundaries. A growth mindset encourages us to view challenges as opportunities rather than obstacles, to perceive failure as feedback instead of a final destination. It enables us to observe the responses of our body and mind to challenges, allowing us to make adjustments, adapt, and progress onward. In this video, I will explore the intersection of a growth mindset and Stoic philosophy, a framework that has supported me and countless others in maintaining composure amidst challenges. We will delve into the definition, highlight the essential distinctions between growth and fixed mindsets, share practical techniques, and provide real-world examples that you can begin implementing today. 1. What does it mean to have a growth mindset? Have you ever pondered why certain individuals persist relentlessly, regardless of the number of times they stumble? They didn't come into this world superior to you. They hold a firm belief that ability is not a static trait. It resembles a muscle. The more you engage it, the more powerful it becomes. This concept lies at the core of what is referred to as the growth mindset, a profoundly impactful and optimistic notion in contemporary psychology. Psychologist Carol Dweck posits that a growth mindset embodies the conviction that one is not constrained by inherent talent. Rather, you hold the conviction that your skills can develop through deliberate practice, unwavering dedication, and insights gained from constructive criticism. A mistake does not define your value. This is merely guidance to assist you in adapting. Failure is not the conclusion. This is a pivotal moment leading you toward your next significant achievement. This perspective might seem straightforward, yet it holds the potential to change your life profoundly. It influences your actions during challenging times. Persist or surrender. Take responsibility or rethink your strategy. Embrace the struggle or continue to grow. The remarkable reality is that a growth mindset isn't merely a trait you possess or lack. It's a practice you can engage in daily. Contemporary neuroscience supports this notion through a concept known as neuroplasticity, which refers to the brain's capacity to reorganize and adapt itself. As you engage in the pursuit of a new skill, your mind remains active and dynamic. It forges fresh neural connections, fortifies fragile pathways, and possesses the remarkable ability to remodel its own architecture. This signifies that one can acquire knowledge at any stage of life, provided there is dedication and the application of effective methods. This is evident all around us in everyday life. Embark on the remarkable journey of Michael Jordan, often hailed as the greatest basketball player in history. During his high school years, he faced the disappointment of being cut from the team due to his lack of skill. Many individuals in such a situation would likely have embraced it. "I simply lack the talent," and chose to step away. However, Jordan is different. He returned to the court daily, arriving before anyone else, and dedicated himself to training with unparalleled intensity. The outcomes didn't manifest instantly, yet they arrived with undeniable assurance. To reject the notion of limits is to embark on the journey of transcending them. This concept is certainly not new within the realm of Stoic philosophy. The ancient Stoics consistently highlighted the importance of cultivating the mind as a means of mental discipline. Just as the body requires movement for vitality, the mind thrives on challenges for its development. Resilience is not an innate trait, it is a skill that can be developed over time. And as with any skill, it requires practice and refinement. Epictetus, a prominent figure among Stoic philosophers, famously stated that no significant achievement comes about in an instant. That quote transcends mere universal truth. This serves as a gentle nudge for those hurrying along. Mastering a language is not something that happens in an instant. Achieving mental grounding isn't something that happens after just one meditation session. However, should you persist and continue to hone your skills, every little effort will build upon the last. True greatness is not achieved through monumental jumps, but rather through countless consistent steps forward. This is the point at which a growth mindset and stoicism converge. One arises from contemporary scientific thought, while the other draws from timeless wisdom, yet both resonate with a shared truth. Your perspective on challenges shapes your entire experience. The Stoics embraced hardship and pain rather than shunning them. They prepared themselves to confront it as a vital aspect of development. Individuals who embrace a growth mindset follow suit. They perceive failure not as a setback, but as a catalyst for growth. As you face each challenge, consider the question: what insights can I gain from this experience? You cease to allow your circumstances to define you. You are the architect of your own identity. At its essence, this is precisely the goal that Stoicism seeks to achieve. The journey of self-mastery, the cultivation of discipline, and the profound evolution of character from within. To fully understand the strength of a growth mindset, it is essential to compare it directly with its counterpart, the fixed mindset. Only by distinctly recognizing the contrast between the two modes of thought can one grasp why certain individuals remain stagnant, while others, beginning from the exact same point, persist in achieving breakthroughs. What truly underlies the significant chasm that separates a growth mindset from a fixed mindset? In what ways can one belief influence your actions, feelings, and the trajectory of your life? And perhaps most crucially, what mindset are you embracing in your life? We shall delve into that in the upcoming section. It may astonish you to realize that altering your self-perception can transform your entire destiny. 2. In a vibrant and forward-thinking tech company, two software developers, Andrew and Bob, found themselves tasked with unraveling a challenging piece of code in a pivotal project. They possessed equal intelligence, shared similar degrees, and hailed from comparable backgrounds. However, as the code started to display errors, their responses were strikingly dissimilar. Without hesitation, Andrew leaped into action. He examined the problem, identified the underlying cause, sought feedback from colleagues, and tested various solutions. Bob, in contrast, retreated. He was engulfed in shame, persuading himself of his inadequacy, and evaded accountability through a web of excuses. In just a matter of days, Andrew not only resolved the bug, but also uncovered a method to enhance the code's performance. In the meantime, Bob found himself ensnared in a web of self-doubt and stagnation. What led to such a pronounced divergence between two individuals who began their journeys from nearly the same starting line. The solution resides in an element that may appear unseen, yet possesses the strength to transform the trajectory of one's perspective on life. The distinction between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset is particularly noteworthy. Two perspectives that profoundly influence our approach to challenges, our reactions to feedback, and our definitions of success. A person with a fixed mindset holds the belief that their abilities are unchanging. One is either endowed with talent from the start or remains without it. One either possesses the necessary qualities or they do not. They frequently avoid challenges, apprehensive about exposing their vulnerabilities, fearful that others will discover their inadequacies. In moments of error, they often succumb to discouragement, retreating into resignation and avoiding constructive criticism. For them, each mistake serves as a testament to their own shortcomings. Conversely, an individual with a growth mindset holds the belief that skills and abilities can be cultivated through dedication, practice, and effective strategies. They embrace mistakes, viewing each one as a chance to learn and grow. They welcome challenges as a vital component of advancement. They recognize that achievement is not solely determined by natural ability, the result of unwavering dedication and continual enhancement. Andrew's narrative serves as a striking illustration of the growth mindset at work. Upon facing a programming bug, he viewed it not as a judgment on his skills, but rather as a challenge to be addressed. In his thoughts, failure was not synonymous with inadequacy. It served as a crucial foundation for gaining deeper insights and striving for improvement. This perspective fueled his motivation, compelled him to confront the challenge, and inspired his continuous growth. This philosophy serves as a cornerstone of Stoicism, a timeless school of thought that continues to offer remarkable practicality in contemporary life. Epictetus, a prominent figure among Stoic philosophers, famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that truly counts." That quote embodies the essence of the growth mindset. Obstacles, errors, and stress are unavoidable aspects of existence, yet it is our perception and reaction to these challenges that ultimately decides if we remain stagnant or progress onward. By opting to respond through learning, you engage in the transformative process of rewiring your brain, forging fresh connections, and unveiling untapped potential. Contemporary neuroscience refers to this phenomenon as neuroplasticity, highlighting the brain's remarkable capacity to evolve and adjust. With each new piece of knowledge you acquire or shift in perspective, your mind forges fresh connections. The Stoics refer to this as mental training, and the growth mindset embodies that training in practice. The distinction in the ways individuals articulate success is also quite evident. Bob could assert, "I'm doing well because of my intelligence." This perspective increases the chances of his downfall in the face of failure. Does his lack of goodness imply a deficiency in intelligence? In the meantime, Andrew remarks, "I'm doing well because I've put in a lot of practice." That perspective drives him to continually enhance himself regardless of the circumstances. Here lies the intriguing aspect. The growth mindset is not a binary trait that one either possesses or lacks. It's a talent that can be cultivated. It begins with transforming the way you converse with yourself. From, "I don't know how to do this," to "I don't know how to do this just yet." From "I failed," to "I simply uncovered a method that didn't succeed." These subtle changes in the way you converse with yourself slowly transform both your mind and your actions. If you find yourself resonating more with Bob than Andrew at this moment, there's no need for concern. Transformation is indeed possible, not by some enchanting overnight shift, but through consistent, gradual progress made each day. Each challenge you choose to confront, every error you have the courage to learn from, signifies advancement on the journey toward genuine growth. And if you're delving into coding, exploring a new language, or striving to enhance your skills in your current role, keep in mind that failure is merely a stepping stone, not a conclusion. It demonstrates your effort. Reflect on moments when you shied away from something simply because you believed you lacked the necessary skills. Now, jot down a challenge you've sidestepped, and beside it, include these two words: not yet. Have you ever experienced a situation similar to what Bob or Andrew faced? What strategies did you employ to navigate it? Or are you still in the process of addressing it? We invite you to express your thoughts or share your experiences in the comments section below. If you found this video beneficial, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to accompany us on this weekly exploration of mental training inspired by Stoic wisdom. 3. The strength of inner dialogue and the notion of not yet. There exists a subtle yet formidable presence that frequently goes unnoticed, our inner voice. It's the quiet murmur that emerges as we confront obstacles, as we gaze at a page that eludes comprehension, wrestle with a difficult task, or endure the stillness of an audience while embarking on the journey of mastering a new tongue. The manner in which we converse with ourselves during those instances not only influences our immediate emotions, but also molds our enduring development. Self-talk is essential for enhancing our performance and improving our capacity to learn. Envision a scene that feels all too recognizable. You're practicing your English, attempting to articulate a sentence, yet your friends can't grasp what you mean. A voice emerges within your mind. I struggle with this immensely. Perhaps I simply lack the aptitude for languages. A single, seemingly innocuous thought transforms into an unseen wall. It halts your progress, drains your enthusiasm, and leads to surrender. What if you also alter the story? I haven't mastered the pronunciation just yet, but I'm diligently practicing, and I will improve. In an instant, the experience transforms. The emphasis has shifted away from failure. It seems you are embarking on a journey of discovery. This embodies the strength of the phrase, not yet. You have yet to achieve mastery over it. By altering our language, we transform the brain's reaction to obstacles. Research conducted by Dweck reveals that the word yet fosters a constructive gap. It acknowledges our current position, yet it opens the door for development. It fosters a mindset that we are on a journey, allowing us the freedom to make mistakes, to learn from them, and to attempt anew. This concept has long been recognized within the realm of contemporary psychology. Over 2 millennia ago, the Stoic philosophers embraced the principle that our words and thoughts mold our reality. Epictetus, a prominent figure in the Stoic tradition, famously stated, "It's not what happens to you, but how you respond to it that truly counts." This quote beautifully encapsulates the essence of self-dialogue. Each time we speak to ourselves, we are engaging with the world around us. It is not the act of failing that shatters us. Rather, it is the narrative we construct around that failure that shapes our future path. When we respond with self-loathing and internal judgment, The mind perceives that as a cue to withdraw. However, when we choose to respond with patience, embracing the words, "Not yet, but I will," we cultivate the inner resilience needed to heal and continue progressing. We mustn't allow ourselves to be misled. Stoicism does not advocate for self-deception. Conversely, it inspires us to confront reality with sincerity, all the while opting for a positive course of action. When you come to the understanding that you haven't reached your full potential yet, express it precisely in those terms. I may not be where I want to be yet, but I dedicate myself to training each day. This kind of self-talk transcends mere mental therapy. It serves as a catalyst that ignites neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable capacity to reshape and reorganize itself. This is affirmed by contemporary neuroscience. With each instance of learning, practicing, or revisiting an activity, the brain forges or reinforces fresh neural pathways. However, this occurs only when we persistently engage and confront the initial trepidation of failure. Self-talk serves as a crucial tool in overcoming that psychological barrier. Rather than being immobilized by setbacks, we are presented with a soft pathway, a means of escape known as "not yet." This aligns perfectly with Stoic thought. The Stoic philosophers never sought immediate perfection. They understood that the journey toward self-mastery requires time, patience, and countless repetitions of correct actions. In his meditations, Marcus Aurelius penned countless pages not for self-adulation, but as a continual reminder to himself to strive for a more virtuous life. Each line he penned served as a conversation with himself, a structured exchange within, a journey of cultivating strength from within. It's time to put this into practice in the real world. Whenever you embark on the journey of learning something new, take a moment to reflect. What messages are you conveying to yourself? Am I not capable? Or perhaps it is. Though I have yet to unravel it, I am in the process of discovering. Put it on paper. Engage in self-talk that resembles the encouragement of a coach rather than the harshness of a critic. For when you undermine yourself in your thoughts, the need for external failure to manifest becomes irrelevant. Your defeat has already taken root within. However, by cultivating a practice of sincere and uplifting self-dialogue, you are establishing a foundation for enduring development. As the Stoics advised, resist the urge to let impulsive emotions or transient judgments dictate your actions. Notice them, acknowledge them, and remind yourself of a different narrative, one that you select rather than an ingrained response. Abilities can be honed, the intellect can be molded, and the dialogue you have with yourself is your most powerful instrument to start. Commence today with a single, subtle change. Rather than expressing, "I can't do it," consider saying, "I can't do it yet, but I'm making progress." A single sentence, yet it could mark the beginning of an enduring adventure. 4. Appropriate feedback and commendation. A profound and delicate truth lies within the path of personal development. The quiet accolades we receive subtly mold our identities. A seemingly innocent compliment, such as, "You're so smart," can inadvertently sow the seeds of anxiety and a fear of failure. In the meantime, a straightforward comment like, "You put in a tremendous effort today," can ignite enduring motivation, empowering us to tackle even more significant challenges in the future. This transcends mere communication. It serves as the bedrock of a robust growth mindset, propelling ongoing progress, fostering learning, and nurturing resilience in the face of challenges. The growth mindset, a notion brought to life by psychologist Dweck, transcends the pages of books. It grows steadily with each passing day, shaped by the feedback and admiration we receive. The distinction between commending effort and lauding traits is essential here. When a child hears the words, "You're so smart," they might swell with pride, yet simultaneously, their subconscious starts to internalize the notion that success is rooted in inherent talent. When confronted with a challenging problem, they begin to question their intelligence. If I can't solve this, does that mean I'm not smart anymore? The apprehension of relinquishing their identity restrains them, leading to avoidance of challenges and resulting in missed opportunities that could foster their growth. Conversely, when an individual receives commendation for their persistence, effort, or a particular strategy, such as dedicating 2 hours to studying today, which showcases remarkable perseverance, their mindset recognizes that success stems from action rather than being an innate trait. The acknowledgement goes beyond fleeting pleasure. It triggers the brain's reward system, compelling individuals to seek out that behavior once more. The brain operates through a mechanism known as reinforcement, where recognized behavior leads to positive emotions, thereby enhancing the probability of repeating that behavior. A striking illustration of the impact of genuine appreciation can be seen in the life of Serena Williams, the iconic tennis champion. From an early age, Serena received guidance from her father, Richard Williams, who imparted a distinct philosophy: concentrate not on the outcomes of winning or losing, but on the dedication and effort put into daily training. As Serena honed her serve through countless repetitions, he didn't exclaim, "You're a genius." Instead, he highlighted her remarkable focus. The most recent serve showed noticeable progress. By emphasizing hard work rather than natural ability, he guided Serena in developing mental toughness, a quality that supported her not only in intense competitions, but also under the glare of fame, the weight of expectations, and the challenges she faced. Interestingly, this perspective was adopted long ago in the realm of Stoicism. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and philosopher, once stated that you possess control over your mind, rather than over external events. Understand this, and you shall discover your power. He highlighted that our focus should be on our reactions, what lies within us, rather than the external events that occur around us. This serves as a compelling reminder for those who think that their value is linked to innate abilities or acknowledged intellect. When we recognize that true strength and resilience stem not from titles, but from the daily actions we consciously choose, it becomes clear that acknowledging effort is the most genuine and enduring form of recognition. In various settings, whether in educational spaces, professional arenas, or within the dynamics of family life, the appropriate form of feedback has the power to profoundly change an individual. A teacher might express it differently by saying, "You demonstrated remarkable attention to detail in your drawing. This piece of art emerges from profound concentration." A manager, rather than simply stating you're a talented employee, might express that the way you analyzed the situation and patiently tested multiple solutions today was truly impressive. Such praise does not breed complacency. Rather, it ignites an aspiration for continuous improvement. The Stoic approach to living seeks not fleeting pleasures, but enduring resilience from within. Stoicism imparts the wisdom that outcomes stem not from chance, but from the decisions we make. Every little action, each appropriate response, every dawn that starts with committing to paper our approach to adversity. By acknowledging, validating, and celebrating these endeavors, we nurture the journey of self-improvement. Rather than looking for approval of your identity, begin to recognize and appreciate your accomplishments. Celebrate your own achievements. This morning, I rose early and managed to read 10 pages, despite the rain and my less-than-stellar mood. Offer genuine acknowledgement to those around you. Your patience in handling this issue was remarkable, especially considering the time it required. It's truly admirable. When you offer praise, let it ignite a flame not to inflate someone's pride, but to encourage them to continue their journey onward. Have you ever altered the manner in which you commend others, or received a compliment that lingered in your mind? We invite you to share your thoughts in the comments section. I would be delighted to listen to your tale. If you found this helpful, please consider liking and subscribing, allowing us to continue our journey of exploring Stoic wisdom together, week after week. 5. When we discuss stress, the immediate associations for many are often negative: pressure, anxiety, tension, and burnout. However, integrating Stoicism into our understanding can transform this perspective, enhancing our mindset. What if I suggested that stress could serve as a potent catalyst for personal growth? What would be your reply? In contemporary psychology, the perspective that embraces stress as a catalyst for growth is slowly taking the place of the conventional belief that regards stress as an adversary to be eradicated. Rather than shying away from it, we embrace it and turn it into something new. If you have an understanding of Stoic philosophy, you'll recognize that this concept is far from novel. For millennia, the Stoics have embraced this way of thinking. For a Stoic, stress is not an adversary to evade. It serves as an instrument, a place for growth, a challenge to one's resilience. Epictetus, a prominent figure among Stoic philosophers, did not come from a life of privilege. He started his journey in the confines of slavery. Yet, it was from that deepest low that he crafted something extraordinary in today's world: the capacity to maintain composure amidst challenges. He once remarked that challenges reveal the true nature of individuals. At first glance, that quote may appear to be a mere observation, yet it serves as a profound reminder. It not only depicts reality, but also presents a formidable challenge. What will your reaction be when challenges arise? Are you destined to crumble? Will you hold your ground, embrace knowledge, and ascend? Embracing the essence of a growth mindset, this is the pivotal moment when you confront failure head-on and declare, "I haven't mastered it yet." Stoic philosophy does not instruct us to be devoid of warmth or feeling. It guides us in mastering our emotions, ensuring that stress does not hold sway over us. We maintain our composure even in the face of stress. This resonates seamlessly with contemporary studies on beneficial stress. By altering our viewpoint, we can recognize stress as an indicator that we are entering the growth zone, where our bodies are gearing up to transcend boundaries. This shift not only enhances our performance, but also boosts our memory and creativity. The brain doesn't shut down; it ignites with energy. Stress, previously an obstacle, transforms into a catalyst for action. And this is what truly holds significance. A shift in mindset transforms everything. If you think stress is wreaking havoc on your life, your body will respond in kind: a racing heart, clammy palms, and a haze clouding the mind. However, if you view stress as an indication of your involvement in something significant, a testament to your vitality, then those physiological reactions cease to be frightening. They serve as symbols of existence, of dedication, of change. We can glean insights from individuals such as Epictetus himself. In his state of bondage, he possessed no authority over the circumstances of his existence. Yet, he determined his reaction. He selected his perspective. The core principle of Stoicism lies here. The external world may be beyond your grasp, yet your inner world remains entirely within your control. When stress arises, rather than questioning why it is happening to me, the Stoic views it as an opportunity to challenge oneself. What shall I do with it? In the midst of the 21st century, where deadlines loom, expectations weigh heavily, and social standards are unyielding, how can one embrace that mindset? Begin from the depths of your being. Whenever you encounter a challenge that quickens your heartbeat, rather than questioning, "Can I manage this?" consider inquiring, "What insights can I gain from this experience? Might this present an opportunity to cultivate my intellect?" The mere act of altering our inquiries can unlock a fresh perspective, one that paves the way for genuine development. Envision this. Imagine viewing stress as a dedicated coach, firm yet unwavering in its commitment. You would begin to let go of your disdain for it. You would begin to find value in it. Every moment of anxiety, tension, or uncertainty would start to reveal itself as a signal. You are venturing beyond the familiar. You are broadening the horizons of your potential. This is the point at which growth mindset and Stoicism converge in a harmonious manner. Neither shies away from adversity. They welcome it with open arms. A growth mindset equips us with the resources to glean insights from our failures. Stoicism instills within us the resilience to face challenges head-on. United, they foster a mentality that is unwavering, keen, and forward-thinking. This has transcended mere theory. This represents a lifestyle choice. If you've ever sensed that stress was weighing heavily on you, keep in mind the wisdom of Epictetus. Difficulties reveal the true nature of individuals. Allow stress to unveil your true self, not through fear, but through the possibilities that lie within you. Embrace it as the flame that shapes your essence. Regard it as a steadfast companion that constantly encourages you to reach new heights. And if you're pondering, where should I begin? In what ways can I integrate this into my daily routine? There's no need for concern. In the upcoming section, we will explore concrete and practical strategies that you can implement right away, ranging from documenting your learning experiences to creating manageable challenges that facilitate your growth incrementally. Minor gestures, great strength. Are you prepared? Here are 6 strategies you can implement right away. Change carries an air of mystery. It often starts with the tiniest gestures, so subtle that they often go unnoticed by the majority. Yet, you shall. It resembles the act of sowing a seed. Patience is key. While the transformation may not be immediate, with diligent attention and gradual effort, it will eventually yield results. A growth mindset is not merely an abstract concept. It's a practice cultivated with each passing day. To transform that mindset into a tangible reality, one must establish a solid and consistent system of actions. It's not about making grand gestures. It's about taking small, manageable steps that you can begin today. A progress journal stands as one of the most potent instruments for acknowledging growth. Dedicate a mere 5 to 10 minutes daily to jot down 3 things: the obstacle encountered, the steps undertaken, and the outcome achieved. There's no need to fret if the outcome isn't flawless. You are cultivating recognition for your endeavor. Today, I found it challenging to concentrate while writing, yet I still succeeded in reading for 20 minutes. You are conveying a message to yourself. I persevere, regardless of the challenges that arise. Each word you pen serves as a testament to your ability to determine your reaction. A fundamental principle of Stoic philosophy. Epictetus, the philosopher, once remarked that no individual can truly be free unless they have mastery over themselves. It might seem straightforward, yet this principle underpins the profound impact that something as modest as journaling can possess. Watching your actions and documenting your path is not a matter of severe self-criticism. It's about seizing control. You have ceased to navigate aimlessly, propelled solely by feelings. You take on the role of your own navigator. After cultivating an understanding of your process, the subsequent step is to establish minor challenges. Transformation doesn't happen in an instant. That's the most significant pitfall that leads individuals to abandon their efforts midway. Begin with a goal so modest that failure seems unlikely, such as reading a single chapter of a Stoic book each week, or dedicating 30 minutes a day to coding for 5 consecutive days. Such challenges foster what is often referred to as success momentum, a series of minor victories that enhance your self-belief. When your mind perceives that a task is achievable, it facilitates the repetition of that behavior. This is the moment when neuroplasticity, the brain's remarkable capacity for self-rewiring, begins to manifest with undeniable intensity. Regardless of the size of the challenge, the important thing is to acknowledge your own effort. One cannot persistently surge ahead without pausing to inhale, to acknowledge, "I have done well." Rewarding oneself is a vital component of cultivating a growth mindset. Whenever you accomplish a particular task, be it adhering to your study plan or confronting a challenge you previously evaded, treat yourself to a little indulgence that brings you joy. A cup of coffee, a film, or an hour of well-deserved relaxation without any guilt. This is not mere self-indulgence. It is a commitment to cultivating the habit of diligence. You are conditioning your mind to comprehend, tackle challenges, and experience positive emotions. Yet, every path of development is accompanied by missteps. For this reason, it is essential to actively and intentionally pursue feedback. Feedback should be seen as information, not as a critique. When you reach out and inquire, "What areas can I enhance?" you are embracing the essence of resilience, demonstrating the bravery to confront reality head-on without flinching. While criticism is rarely welcomed, individuals who embrace a growth mindset recognize that true potential is often ignited through moments of discomfort. Seek out your colleagues, classmates, mentors, anyone who can provide you with valuable insights, and don't hesitate to ask for their input. Pay attention and make the necessary changes. Each of these actions, journaling, setting small challenges, rewarding yourself, and seeking feedback, works in harmony rather than standing alone as separate tools. They represent a framework for personal development, merging contemporary scientific insights with timeless knowledge. Stoic philosophy never claimed that immediate perfection is a requirement. It simply inquires, are you experiencing an improved quality of life today compared to yesterday? A growth mindset recognizes that you don't have to possess all the answers. It firmly asserts that if you have faith in your ability to learn, you will discover a path to knowledge. Transformation arises not from a singular, monumental event. The essence lies in the multitude of small choices made daily. Opting to express your thoughts rather than suppress them, deciding to start, even if only for a brief 5 minutes, recognizing your own efforts, and confronting feedback rather than shying away from it. Every one of those decisions propels us onward. Today marks the perfect opportunity to start with something quite straightforward. Grab a fresh sheet of paper and inscribe 3 lines upon it. What did I attempt today? What insights did I gain? What should my next step be? Only you have the power to achieve that. However, if you engage in it consistently, transformation will occur not through enchantment, but through a dynamic process. As Marcus Aurelius once stated, cease the endless debate on what defines a good man. Instead, embody one. Do not squander your time arguing about the nature of greatness. Begin your journey towards it today. What insights have we gathered today? Your capabilities are not set in stone. Each challenge presents an opportunity for growth. The inner dialogue you maintain, particularly in moments of setback, has the power to either confine you or elevate you. By merging the strength of a growth mindset with the steadfastness of Stoic philosophy, one can achieve steady advancement in learning, performance, and life. It's your moment to shine. Select a skill you wish to enhance. Only one. Put it in writing. Beside it, inscribe this: I may not be flawless at this moment, but I am committed to improving. Take a tiny step forward today. We invite you to leave a comment below and express your insights or discoveries. Let us evolve hand in hand, week after week, overcoming each challenge as it comes. If this message struck a chord with you, be sure to like, subscribe, and accompany us on our journey to cultivate our minds in the Stoic tradition.